Hey gang, how are you doing? Once again, we are back for the School Culture and Climate Show. My name is 𝙎𝙖𝙨𝙚𝙚𝙬𝙀😍. Stand tall, Steve.
Hey everyone, and I'm Megan.
Hey, we are excited about this one. This is a cool one that we're going to do today because I think this is just where educators are. They need new ideas. They need things right away. A lot of times we say, hey, think of this and workshop this. In this one, we're just going to give you some good stuff. So what is the title of our session this time, Meg?
We are going to be talking about the top 10 student recognition ideas that aren't cheesy.
That aren't cheesy. So that's the thing. A lot of times we get together, we come up with some ideas. We're sitting in the teacher's lounge or we have a quick team meeting and you're like, well, hey, let's do this. And then you do it and it's cheesy. It's the kids aren't like, oh, okay. Or it's just.
It doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit. That's it. It doesn't hit. It doesn't hit. So
Yeah.
I think that these things can hit. They can hit at all levels, right? Elementary, middle, high school, in their own way. You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, you might have to adapt them a little bit, but
Yes.
These are going to be great. And they're recognizing students. We're not really rewarding them, if you will. So be thinking of it that way.
Yeah. And as much as we say top 10, they're not in any specific order, except the last one. I think the last one that we're going to say, that's the one that I think is a really a good one that we can, is a top one for me. Anyway, so
all right.
Someone who, let's get into this. So number one is opportunity over object. Opportunity over object. So we'll call that number 10. Number 10, opportunity over object. So what about this one, Meg?
Listen, this one is all about not just giving students a reward, a sticker, an object, right? We're not giving them anything, but we're giving them an opportunity to recognize the things that we're seeing them do positively in our classrooms, in our buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about, I'm thinking elementary here, like opportunity, line leader, passing out paper, taking this to another teacher, things like that, giving them the opportunity to have a different role.
Yes. And so at the middle school level, it's all about independence, right? They want to have their own independence. All right. Personal time. All right. You get a little personal time in the back of the room at the reading nook or whatever like that. As much as I know that some people have an issue with the phones and everything like that, it's like, okay, you did what you're supposed to. You get phone time for the last 4 to 5 minutes at the end. Oh, you and your friends get a special area at lunch that you can hang out. You know, all that personal time are great opportunities for middle school kids. And then at the high school level, it is giving them more things where they can go to and do. For example, you can have something where if they've gotten a certain recognition, there's a section at the next sporting events that's just for top tier kids. Front row, it's a better section other than the student section that you get. Discounts on school activities or events, right? Reduced prom ticket, right? Even that kind of stuff, or homecoming ticket, or even you get to be in the cafeteria line first or whatever like that. So those cool opportunities as well. So that's what that one is all about. Opportunity over object, right? And that way you don't have to pay for anything, right? You don't have to buy anything. Who wants to do that? You know, we know our budgets are all cut. This is the way that you can kind of do some things with that. All right.
Awesome.
Number 9.
Number 9 is caught in the act cards. So those shout out cards. Mm-hmm. Thinking about when you're seeing a student that's not necessarily in your classroom, you've seen them in the hallway, you've seen the lunchroom, you see them doing other things. You caught them in the act of doing something good. You get them a caught out card, a shout out card, write on there their name. And then in the office, put a little basket by your announcements and draw 5 cards, 3 cards each morning, and shout out the things that they were caught recognizing for good behavior.
There you go. Now, see, I understand. There's a lot of people that use their PBIS systems out there, and they have tickets that they give kids. They do something well, they get a ticket. The kids collect their tickets, and they can get something. This is a little different. All right. What we're doing is we're recognizing the behaviors of what it is that we want to see. All right. What it is that you respect and value in your classroom, in your building, in your district, whatever it might be. And then you're giving the kids the opportunity to get shout out to everyone about doing what it is that they did. Hey, shout out to such and such, whatever it might be. Here's the thing. And there's options you have here. You can give this shout out card to the kid. They put their information on it. They drop it off. All right. At the elementary and some middle school levels, the kids will drop that off to hopefully get the shout out. At the some middle and high school level, they may not drop their card off to get the shout out. So it's upon the staff member to get the name of the kid, write it down, and put it in the bucket to get the shout out. You see what I'm saying here, gang? All right. So you got to think about what level you're at, what you're doing, and then easy enough. Morning announcements. All right. At lunch, somewhere. Hey, everybody, real quick, we're going to do some shout outs. Tariq, we did a great job. He got shouted out by Mr. Johnson. Apparently he helped another student. Hey, right here, shout out for Lisa. Way to go, Lisa. You stayed after school and you helped put up the bulletin board. Hey, shout out for, Jerome, for quick and easy shout outs. All right. Because sometimes we can't get everybody, but I think this is a good way that we can make that happen. I like that one. All right. So we had number 10, number 9, number 8. Shout out playlist. This is the shout out playlist. And I think this is a good one too.
This is really good. Bringing in music and into your classrooms and things, and the kids get to pick a song, pick a shout out for a song that they want to hear. I mean, I would pre-listen to the song. You never know, right? So and that's the shout out. They're having they get to play their song in their space.
There you go. And this works at every level, y'all, right? Let's say you're in the class and then you have that background music that's playing while the kids are working. Have them, you get the right to pick a song that's going to go on the class playlist. If you're doing this building wide, maybe in between classes when the kids are transitioning, all right, if you have a system that allows music to be played, they can get their song put on the playlist. Congratulations. And it's not hard to do. Pick a Spotify, pick an Apple Music, pick something, just type in the next song. There you go. Clear out the playlist at the end of the week or whatever it might be. Start it up a new one, and there you go. It's not, yes, it takes a little effort to put the playlist together, but it's not that hard. They do certain thing, and the recognition is they get to identify the song that gets to be played on the playlist.
And what a cool way to build your community in your classroom. If you get the shout out song and everybody starts singing, you're going to have that. That's always great.
Yeah, it makes the culture, it makes the environment really nice. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. What's number 7, Meg?
All right. We're going to be talking about parent phone call flip. Parent phone call flip.
There you go. Now, we all know, educators, you got to make some phone calls home when things aren't going right. You got to get some updates. But this is a simple one. And some of y'all are going to be like, oh, yeah, exactly. Well, we're reminding you. Make the positive phone calls home, right? It's not cheesy. You actually pick up the phone, give a call, and say, hey, Megan did a great job today. I just want you to know she focused in during that test. So proud of her. That's it. Quick and easy. That's all you need to do, right? Just send a quick phone call home. If it's an answer machine, leave a message. If you get a hold of the teacher, the parent, you don't have to ramble on. Just say something nice, right? That's not that hard.
No, and you set up a system for yourself where you call certain parents each week, mix it up a little bit. But I used to, in my classroom, I did this all the time. And my favorite is when the parent picks up the phone and they're like, hello. And you say, hi, this is Mrs. Dede. I'm calling about Sarah. And immediately their tone changes. Like, what do you mean? What's going on? And I just want to let you know how great she did today, and give them a specific. And it it is so good to hear them on the other side. Really? Oh, Sarah, your teacher's on the phone right now? I can't believe. And then they have this great, and then you know what? This leads to them talking about school at home.
They talk about school at home. That's what is up. Kids are getting McDonald's. We're having steak tonight. This is good. It's very similar to when I was a building administrator. We had where you can write kids up for doing something good. Right? You have a discipline for them. If they do something bad, you can write them up for doing something good. And so I told my assistant principals, I had 2 assistant principals. The building was quite big. So when they would come down and they would call the students down to the main office, or sometimes we wouldn't even call them down, but go to their room and pull them into the hallway. That way they're not away from instruction too long. And they're coming out, they're like, oh, what's going on? Well, I got a write-up for you, and it says that you helped somebody, you did that and the other, or rocked it. I just wanted to tell you, great job. And they look at you like, really? Like the kids are so like, huh? I said, yes. And if they have them down in the office, it's like, let's call your parent right now. Oof. And literally they call the parent with the kid in the office right then. They call them like, hello, I'm in the office with your child. No, calm down. It's okay. You know, you got to tell them that right away. I'm just letting you know I got a good write-up. They did this. So now you're calling the parent at work. That's a call that they can get interrupted at work about, right? Now they're
Yes.
going home getting all happy. So I love this one. I love that, parent phone call flip. Flip it.
Flip
Flip
it.
it. All right. So number 6, I'm excited about this one.
This one's good. You shared this one with me, so I'm excited for you to explain this. It's called Magic Lunch.
Magic lunch. Now,
Yes.
here's the thing. We're sitting here, we're figuring out some things that we can go over as far as what we can share with all you guys. And we were thinking about, kids do well, they can have lunch with the administrator or something like that. But I'll be honest with you, the kids don't, they're sitting there and they're like, it's an awkward moment. You're sitting in this room with the administrator. Administrator doesn't always know what they need to say. It's not really a recognition. So I did this and I switched it up. So whenever I had my Citizens of the Month, right, once a month, there was a local magician, all right, that I knew. And I had the local magician come in for the Citizen of the Month lunch. So these kids, they would be pulled into this room to have lunch with me. And then there's a magician right there doing hand magic right in front of their faces. They are blown away. Now, do you have to have a little budget? Yes, you're going to have a little budget. Talk to the magician. Because to be honest with you, these magicians, if that's their full-time job as a magician, they're not doing anything in the middle of the day. You can get them. You can get them a cheap. Tell them, look, you're a school, help you out. So I got my magician for a really reduced cost throughout the year. He came once a month, had lunch with the kids, and just did some table magic. Blew their minds. And of course, word gets out.
Yes.
Word gets out. If you're a Citizen of the Month, you get to have magic lunch. So how hard are kids going to work now to be Citizen of the Month to get magic lunch?
Absolutely. Everybody's going to be trying to get to that table.
Yes, they're going to be like, oh, he did this, that, the other. And they were like, oh, I heard about that. And of course, by later on in the year, we have kids coming in there and they're just running to get the magic lunch. And they're just like, oh, I heard about this trick. I heard about this trick. Oh, and they're getting all excited about it. So it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes school lunch taste a little bit better when you get to do magic with it.
Yes. All right. So number 5, we're at number 5 now. I like this one. This one is called Bring the Outside In. Bring the outside in. And this is different.
This is different.
It takes a little effort, but I think it's worth it.
I think also, though, bring the outside in, thinking about your community, how you can bring your community into your school, kind of connect that, and shouting out kids from local businesses, local from the library, from your fire department, from, hey, Mark, I heard you did a great job on your project and I wanted to give you a shout out for working so hard on it. I was sent a picture. And it just, building that bridge with your community, and having other people shout that out like, oh my gosh, it's a firefighter that just said this about my project at school.
Exactly. So, just get a little team, right? Get your phone. That's all you need is your phone. Get the list of kids that you want to recognize, and then go out into the community. Go to the local fire department, says, hey, we have this group of kids. They did something really great. We just need to say your name, local fireman, and say, congratulations, way to go. They'll be like, all right, I'll do it. And then they do it. Go to the local pizza shop that everybody knows. Hey, this is Luigi. How you doing? We're in New York, all right? So we're in New York. Just follow me here. We're in New York. Hey, this is Luigi. Yeah, how you doing? Hey, good job on that stuff with the robotics that y'all did, all right? Luigi's over here at Luigi's Pizzeria. Way to go, guy. And then just do a quick video. You can put it out on social. You can put it, if you have an in-house TV system or whatever like that, put it there. And it just brings in that community piece of recognizing you, the kids, for a variety of different things. And even if they're like, what business is this? Lockheed Martin, what's that? Nonetheless, they know that it's a local business in some way.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one. That's just a different way of thinking about it. All right. We are at number 4. What's number 4?
All right. This one is Student Created Awards. Student Created Awards.
Okay. So it's a little more creative. All right. But I think this is something that kids will start focusing a little bit better on the type of awards that there are. So in this one, what you're going to do is you're going to let the students design the categories each month for some type of award. All right. So just ask the kids, what are some cool categories to recognize kids that are kid focused or kid ideas? You know, most likely to brighten your day. Who's the best hype man in gym? You know, who has the best nails? You know, what if you have a student government, maybe sit with the student government, come up with some of those different kind of awards, and then have a vote and have them pick those student-led awards as opposed to the staff recognition always awards. What do you think of that, Meg?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking of like a classroom that I would have, and they're coming up with all these ideas, and then the best part is that they then vote who's going to get this award, and they've been like looking for it. It helps students pay attention to other pieces about other students.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, all right, I'm looking for the best hype man in gym class, now you're really paying attention to your peers and who's really going to take this award and this recognition about what they're doing, and it just builds that community once again.
You're right. And this this award works well when you let everyone know about the award up front. All right. So don't put out the voting on this and they didn't know that that was a particular award. I always say no secret of rewards, no secret awards. Right. So what you do is you say at the beginning of the month, hey, or week or 2 weeks, however long you have it set for, hey, for this month, it is best hype person in phys ed, girl and boy, or whatever your designation might be. That's what it's going to be. So what's going to happen? You're going to start seeing people getting hyped up in gym even more because they got to know what they're working towards, right? You want to see that outcome. All right. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to say who has the best fingernails or nails. And all the girls, ladies will be like, okay, or even maybe some of the guys like, hey, let me get my nails done. All right, we're going to come with it. They're going to be doing the thing all week or whatever. Fine. It's okay. Who has the best strut in the hallway?
Oh, that would be a fun one.
Right? Who has the best strut in the hallway? And then on Wednesday, get a red carpet and roll a red carpet out in between classes and just let it sit there and watch what happens. Let the kids come up with some goofy ideas for awards, and then do it. And then what they actually get is just a recognition. You don't have to really give them anything.
They don't need it. Just to be recognized to be the best strutter would be enough.
Right? Right? Get somebody to do a little social media with it. That's it.
You know, I also love that this one isn't really attached to any academic. You know, we're just recognizing kids for being awesome. And that's okay to take time to do that.
Kids for being kids. We're going to recognize you just for being who you are. Right? That's just it. I love it. I love it. All right. What's number 3, Meg?
All right. Number 3. I love this one. I implemented this in my classroom, and it is a everyday, students won't let me forget, joke of the day.
Joke of the day. That's it. Having a joke of the day and then having the students pick the joke of the day and reading their joke of the day. Now, if anybody's heard me speak before, I do a whole session on ideas, just like this. And one of the main things I love to talk about is that joke of the day. I used to do that every morning during morning announcements. We would wrap up morning announcements with, it is now time for the joke of the day. And we would say the joke, you know, how does a crazy person get through the forest? He takes the psychopath. You know, and I would laugh on the announcements and everybody would roll their eyes. And then sometimes I'd have a little box outside of the main office. Kids would drop a joke in there. I would read the joke ahead of time, guys. Make sure it's the right kind of joke. And then give them recognition for giving the joke of the day. Yeah. Do it in class. Do it for the building. Do it at lunch. Each lunch, there's going to be a joke of the day. Everybody be quiet. Time for the joke of the day. Who has the joke of the day? Boom. Say it.
We did it during morning announcements in our classroom. So, you know, classroom meeting, joke of the day started it out. Students would they would have their name, they'd sign up like, oh, I found the best joke. And you know, those National Geographic books, they always have those weird jokes at the top. They'd be writing them down. So excited.
Oh, yeah.
Sharing out their jokes. And you know what the best is the lamest jokes are the best when
they are.
You're like, oh, these are so funny. Some kids laugh. They almost feel bad for you. It's good. It's good.
And also when you have the joke and everybody looks around, I don't get it. I don't get it. Half the fun is the looking around. I don't get it. What? I don't get it.
But the adults in the room, if you have an aide or someone's come in, we're cracking it up. And they're like, why is this funny? And
why is this funny? You're like, yep. There you go. That's it. All right. So number 2, it's the personalized class, clap, call out, cheer, or handshake. Personalized. So basically what this is we'll do it at the classroom level. We'll talk about it at the classroom. In your classroom, you come up with your own class cheer, your own class clap, your own class, however it needs to be, handshake, whatever it is. And so when it is time to give recognition, that is what you will use to showcase that recognition. Did you do anything like this before in your classes, Meg?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine the community building around this. And you're like, all right, hey, class clap for Bobby. And then their table is doing the class clap for recognizing what they did.
Yep. That's the way to do it. Now, at the building level, I did this. I did this. When I was at Hartford School in Mount Laurel School District in New Jersey, anybody can look it up. I was the principal of Hartford School. The mascot was the Hartford Hound. It was a dog.
This
Hartford
is gonna be
Hound.
good.
All right. So the Hartford Hound, we rebranded the dog, and the dog now has sunglasses. He's a cool looking dog, whatever like that. And so I came up with, and it's 100% my idea, I will take full credit for this, something called the Hartford Howl. The Hartford Howl. And so I introduced this, I guess it was around, I was there for 8 years, I guess around year 4 or so. And whenever we recognize students at our rally, we would have a rally where we'd recognize everybody. I'd say, Hartford Howl, hey, let's bring these students down. Let's recognize them. Hartford Howl on 3. 1, 2, 3. And all the kids would go, arr.
Yes.
And I'm serious. If we had 1,200 kids, y'all. All right.
Oh.
And we'd have an assembly, 600 kids at a time, because it was only 2 grades. It was 5th and 6th grade. We had 2 grades. We have our 5th grade rally and our 6th grade rally, and we have 500 or 600 of those kids going, and then we clap it all up. So that's what it was. It was our Hartford Howl on 3. 1, 2, 3. We did it at assemblies. Like if I wanted to get all the kids quiet, we all be in assembly, ready to start the assembly. I said, all right, let's quiet down. Hartford Howl on 3. 1, 2, 3. Everybody does it, and then boom, it's quiet.
Quiet.
It worked.
That's great.
Yeah. So again, just having something and I know there's some schools out there, some high schools, they have their mascot and they have like an action or a move or a thing that they say or a chant or something like. Use that not just for football games and basketball games. Use it as the way to recognize students and others or teachers even for doing the right thing, right? For what you respect and value. All right.
All right, we're down to the last one.
Last one. And this one, I think, is one of the best ones. It's simple, but it's so good. What is this one?
The last one is called simply The Wall.
The Wall. The Wall, right? That's what it is. And we're not talking about Game of Thrones going to the wall. We're talking about finding a wall in your building and simply listing the names of students who get recognition. That's all kids want. It is not that hard, gang. Kids want to see their name posted somewhere for the efforts and the things that they've done. When I go and I do my ideas presentation, one of the top things that I talk about is when I recognize students for honor roll and straight A list. I was at the school for a while, and we had a big empty wall on each side of the of the building. 5th grade wall and a 6th grade wall. And we had a little poster maker. It wasn't even fancy, just printed one color. And I says, hey, at the end of the market period, let's print out all the students who got honor roll, A's and B's, and all the students who got straight A's. And we just hung it up on the wall. The kids went nuts. They just wanted to see their name on the wall. They didn't care about the certificate they got or anything. They wanted to see their name up on the wall. So when you have certain types of recognition, put their name up.
Yeah.
Put their name up somewhere in the school, in the classroom, in the hallway, and then let them know that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. You put it up there. You don't even put any note to it or say anything to it. You know, especially if you're putting their name out in the hallway, then what you do is you write a little Post-it note. You write a note. You give it to the main office and say, hey, could you make on a morning announcement that we have something in the hallway to recognize these students who did a great job on their essay or their grades, whatever. We put that outside of my room in the 3rd grade hallway or the 8th grade hallway or the 11th grade English hallway.
Yeah.
So that way you get a little bit of extra recognition of it. Does that make sense? Come on.
Yes. And thinking about now, if you want your name up on the board, how much harder are you going to work to get recognized there?
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So this is it. Boom. There you go.
There it is.
Top 10 student recognition ideas that aren't cheesy. I don't think these are cheesy at all. I think these are good ones.
These are great. These are
great ones. So take them, use them. And here's the thing. This is the thing I love about ideas. This is the thing I love most about ideas is that even if one of these ideas doesn't fit with your grade level, might not fit with your demographic, might not fit with your community, don't just push it aside. Take it, adjust it, because the whole point of ideas is ideas generate more ideas. So listening to this, hopefully you're getting new ideas that you can implement. Just make a little adjustment, little change, or you may have come up with a brand new idea because you heard these ideas. And the whole point of each one of these ideas, for the most part, they're not that outrageously hard to do. You can do these things. Yeah. That's it.
If you come up with a great idea and it's really working for you, make sure you let us know about it. You can post on this video, share it on social media, but the more ideas, the better.
That's it. The more ideas, the better. Let's share this out. Let us know what ideas you come up with.
Yes.
Boom. There you go. All right. Hey, Meg, what's going on in the world that we have now for you and I?
Oh, you know what? First, I want to talk about within our ranks. I'm super excited about this one. We're recording this around the September time. Coming up in November, we're having another retreat for educators who want to speak, train, or consult professionally. So it's very excited about that event coming up. We have some great educators already in for that one.
Yeah, we got some great educators in for that. We're taking more. And then we have that one that's happening in November. That's in San Antonio. It's a 3-day retreat, y'all. You are going to learn everything about the world of professional speaking in K-12. Then our next one is in February. It's going to be in Orlando. What? Yes. Another 3-day Disney. Yeah, Disney Springs right around there. It's going to be great. So we're going to have that all set up, ready to rock and roll for those educators, again, to learn about the world of professional speaking. You can do this, y'all. And there's nothing like having a real quality educator in front of other educators who are sharing their knowledge or information. It's better than the rest. So that's what we do for Within Our Ranks. Go to withinourranks.com to get more information about that. Set up a discovery call.
Yes. Yes. What about you, Steve? What do you have going on?
Oh, I got a lot going on. I'm really excited. Along with the Within Our Ranks, we have, I have partnered with AccuTrain. And they are the ones who put together the Innovative School Summits. All right, Innovative School Summits are all over the country. They're in Nashville, they're in Vegas, they're New York, and there's one that's coming up in San Antonio in December. And I partnered with them, and I'm going to provide what is called the Just Do This BoostCamp. BoostCamp. It is a 3-day opportunity for schools, teams, classroom teachers, educators, administrators to come together and learn about culture and climate to boost your culture and climate to the next level. This is, I'm so excited for this. If you are concerned about your culture and climate in any way, and you know that that's going to cause the great outcomes that you want to see, this is how it's going to happen.
Listen, I don't think people really understand what this actually is. This BoostCamp is next level. I have seen just some of the ideas being implemented into schools, and it is life-changing for their school. Whether you think that you kind of struggle with climate culture, or you're like, my climate culture is pretty good. Listen, this is next level. And it's just like our podcast today. It is ideas, easy, do it now strategies. It's good. You don't want to miss it out.
Yes, it's connected to my new book, Just Do This. And that's what it is. Just do this. Stop trying to do all this extra. Just do this. Just do this. That's what we're going to do. So please check that out. Go to my website, standtallsteve.com. You learn more about the BoostCamp there. You can also go through AccuTrain or Innovative School Summit, the San Antonio one. You can have that opportunity to attend that as well. So check that out. Come to me. Come check with me. Come connect with me. I'll tell you more about it.
Awesome.
All right, gang. All right. Woo.
Thanks, Steve. This was good.
Yeah, this was a good one. I love sharing ideas. I think this is a great way that we can do that. And we got more stuff coming up for you later. All right.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right,
everyone.
See ya.